Jamie on the mic, got the stats so tight. Jonathan's fire bringing heat tonight. Justin with the plays, got the game on lock. Jacob's got the style, we're ready to rock. Brothers united, talking all sports, flipping debating. We bring the reports from the field to the court. We call in the free four voices, brothers in the stakes, pure comedy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 4J Show, where we're four brothers, four voices, just endless takes of pure comedy. I'm Jamie, and I'll let the other brothers introduce themselves.
What's up, guys? This is Jonathan. You already know who it is, man. One of the best brothers out here in the group, right? Thank y'all for coming back for another week with us, man, and getting to sport with us.
What's up, boy Justin? A fever loss today. Oh, home opener. Great game. I hate to see the loss to Page, but we keep it moving.
What's up, Jacob?
That's who's better?
Huh?
Because who's better? Paige. Paige better than Caitlin.
Keep going with your
wow.
Jacob.
I have no take in this.
Keep going, David.
No dog in this fight. Anyway, I'm Jay. What's up? Let's just get into it.
All right. So we're going to start the show, honestly, with just the breaking news from this week. And one of the things we got to talk about is, because we brought it up before, Stephon Diggs, court case went this week. Everything got dismissed. And I'm just asking, some of the stuff, her coming out, I didn't get paid for 3 weeks. I did get paid for 2 weeks, but I wanted to get paid for the third week. But then I didn't work that third week, but they sent me home. So I should have got paid because I got sent home. Like, I was just sitting there listening to it, and the more and more stuff that happened, I'm just like, oh, man.
On top of that, you got overpaid for the 2 weeks that you did get paid.
She got paid, overpaid, got a little pay on the side, too. So, you know what I'm saying?
It felt like she lost her position with Stephon, which obviously we've heard they had a personal relationship. Then she became her chef and stuff, his chef and stuff like that. But it sounded like she lost that position. She was looking to open up a business. That was what she was trying to do. And when she realized that she lost that position, she was trying to get a quick payday. Because for everything that happened, the fact that they came out and said that your lawyers asked for $5.5 million to drop this thing, ooh.
Which is absurd, because I think what's crazy is, man, there's so many people of wealth has become very common practice in the world, because I think that everybody get paid whenever a victim, alleged victim, comes out and say X, Y, and Z. Because when a civil case like that, you don't really need a significant amount of evidence to, say, okay, well, this person deserves compensations for such and such. But I do think in Stephon Diggs' situation, this is just a comment. Well, I found out who else he was messing with when I already knew he had a public and exclusive girlfriend that he was with. But I guess it was other staff, and then he stopped messing with me. So now I'm gonna ruin his image, because contract talk is coming up and he's gonna be out of the league soon. So let me go ahead and squeeze the juice out of that fruit before his money stopped coming in. And I just think this is getting out of hand, man, where people get extorted like this. But the problem is, people are getting extorted, but the people trying to extort them are not going to jail. That's the number one problem.
And I agree with that to a certain extent. I don't know if jail or something, but I think there's got to be some type of charge if you have false allegations. And false allegations, you talk about like
police statements. That's a charge.
Yeah, I think some type of charge has to happen, because it is kind of crazy. Like, you see stuff, a guy, I'm literally was watching him on YouTube today, Pump the brakes, not Brock Bowers. What's the pitcher's name?
Trevor Baldwin.
Golly, why am I drawing a blank?
Trevor Baldwin.
Baldwin. Yeah. He's blacklisted from the league from a woman who said he sexually assaulted her. All charges have been dropped. Everything's been dropped, everything like that. And he's still blacklisted from the league, even though he did nothing wrong.
Cancer in the locker room. That's what they say.
They're saying he's a cancer in the locker room, but really he called the league out for not believing in him and dropping him from the league instantly versus doing an actual report. And they took the girl's side, which and don't get me wrong, I'm a father of 2 daughters. Like, if my girls come to me, I'm going to try to believe them, everything like that. Like, I want to believe them wholeheartedly. But also, if you make up some fake stuff, like, we're not playing that game anyway, because
that should be repercussions, man.
Okay. But I do understand why they don't have charges against it, is because what if something did happen and you just don't have enough evidence to prove it fully.
But it's
Think
the same sense of
her dancing after she literally was dancing after she was allegedly abused.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is that's why it's not really
But
laws.
this is how you would combat that.
Police reports. It's a fake police report. Is a criminal charge. They decide, the district attorney decides who they want to apply that to, though.
But this is how you would do that. Is one, you got to get someone who gets processed as innocent to then come back out and try to press the charges against that person. Most people just want to be done with it when it happens. So that's why you don't see it a lot. But two, it's the same thing, Jacob. Like, I understand what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying. Also saying, Jeremy, is like you don't want to get innocent people also because maybe they didn't have enough, or maybe that other person did just have enough money that they had the better lawyers and stuff like that. Like, you can run into the situation. But where you would actually charge them is you have to prove with intent that they intended to lie on this thing.
Correct.
Not that they didn't have enough
And that's
evidence or it was just
Correct.
hearsay. You have to have intent and evidence to show that they got up here and lied. Which this lady could have gotten caught because even in text messages, she deleted text messages before she turned them into her attorney. But she didn't realize just because you deleted on your side, don't mean it delete on the other person's side. And the other person gave Stefan those messages where it showed, I'm about to F his life up. Well, that is showing intent that you had no real thing. You were just going for a payday.
Well, Justin, that's not saying that she didn't have some real things. It's just showing that her intent was to literally get money from that. Not saying that he didn't.
I'll rephrase it to that. It's more to show.
And that's like the Trevor Bauer situation. They had proved that girl had Googled him, Googled his worth, Googled all this, and had texted her friends, I got one, all that kind of stuff before all her stuff came out. That's part of the reason why his stuff got dropped, but they still won't let this man back in the league. And it's literally cost him millions at this point, if you think about it. Because think about what
issues he's probably having too.
Yeah, because he was a Cy Young winner. Like, this dude, I mean, one of the best pitchers in the game. Literally threw a no-hitter in the minor leagues yesterday. Or not yesterday, 2 weeks ago. Like, dude's still performing, but can't get into the big leagues.
What I do hate, and just because I went through so many cases of it, what I do hate is when someone is found innocent of one of these charges, that that label is automatically put on them, regardless of what happens. And that's where I'm saying it's like you're never truly innocent, even if you're proven innocent, because people won't follow up with your case. They only read that headline that you were charged with sexual assault or rape allegations and stuff like that, and not to the sense of, hey, I'm innocent. Like, I didn't go, like, all charges dropped. I'm innocent. Nothing happened. But people still go, well, they just didn't have enough to prove it against you. It's like, what if I'm actually innocent? Like, I actually just didn't do it. Like, and that's what I hate for people. Like,
it ruins people's reputation.
Yes, you ruin so many lives. But with all that being said, I'm happy Stefan got his name cleared. Obviously, like, you know, there could have been anything that could have happened, but obviously to the extent that she was saying, because even her story of how she got slapped couldn't happen. You can't get slapped that way. Like, it's just
how she got choked. There's no bruises,
like,
but it choked her to a point she was going to pass out. Like,
or the fact that he said to you, "Hey, those Instagram videos aren't going to work." How would he know you watch Instagram videos of getting out of a chokehold? Like, you bring your stuff like that up. Like, it's like, what are you talking about? So,
yeah.
But anyway, moving on. And speaking of sexual allegations, I'm gonna bring up my school. You know, I'm repping their stuff today. But UAB softball team, they just had to fire their head coach for sexual misconduct, racial misconduct, and all this kind of stuff. And it's still an open investigation. Apparently, she was telling certain colored people to not hang out with certain colored charcoal people. She was having a sexual relationship with one of the players and the coaches.
Allegedly.
This is all alleged. She has been fired from the program, and it is being investigated by the NCAA because there's been Title IX issues. Because she was also doing things like, "Hey, we're going to count this. We're going to say we're doing community service, but we're really on the softball field practicing. We're going to say that this is a elective workout, but I'm running this workout. We're gonna be out here working out.
All alleged, all statements alleged.
All alleged. Also, if we lose a game, you no longer get full fed on the way back home.
Dang.
Allegedly. So all this stuff is alleged until it's proven. But there's been a lot of reports. There's a report she punched a player in the face in the dugout, and the away team had to report it, not our own team had to report it. So there's a lot of alleged things going on. So kind of a stay into our university right now. So hopefully everything gets better. But
you allegedly punched me in my face. We ain't gonna worry about anybody else having to report it because me and you enough folks about to see this go down in this dugout that there ain't gonna be no alleged punching because I'm gonna be straight up swinging.
No, we been in the news. We been in the news. I'm telling you, we are making the news.
I have a
we
question.
talking about.
None of the parents of the athletes knew, like.
So that's another issue. That's another issue. And I know about this from some back end stuff, how stuff gets investigated. But there is an email that was published by Alabama.com this week because parents did email about some of the racial profiling and this is and they sent it to our AD and our associate AD. And they said nothing was done about it. She was fired around that same time. So it's one of those investigations. So maybe they just didn't email them back, but there was no response sent back to the parent.
That's wild.
Because at the same time, these are all adults. So you don't have to, respond to them. Because anything you can say will be used against you.
Correct. So it's one of those things. It's one of those things. Yeah. I'm going to say this from my professional background. When you get some of these allegations, especially from an outside party, yes, we will take them and we will take them seriously, but we might not respond to you because, like you said, anything we respond to you, you're going to take to heart. So if I say I'm looking into this, or I say I'm doing this, or I say I'm doing this, and it's not enough for you, you might escalate it. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to look into it internally, but I might not send you a response because I don't want my response to come off cold. I don't want my response to give you too much. I'm just going to take it and review it because sometimes you just got to be careful with that and protect the brand. And I know it's crazy to think of that, but you got to protect the brand.
It is crazy because I learned that, I've been a nurse for 7 years now, but I was in the medical field like 3-4 years prior to that. And I remember I was working at this clinic and, I accidentally said sorry about something. The provider that I was working for literally heard that and became livid. Because when you say certain words like that, that means you're accountable for your actions. You acknowledge that your wrongdoings, and now you're liable for any outcome that happens. And like I said, I learned that a long time ago, and it seems like you're not empathetic about the situation. It's just for legal purposes, you can't say anything because, like I said, any and everything you say or do will be used against you. No matter if it's public view in the eyes of the court system, anything like that. So, but obviously you have this big conglomerate against the people. It was like, oh, you can at least respond to me X, Y, Z, but we can't respond because any word, I'm talking about words, you can say one word that will change the alteration of what you're actually saying. So,
right. So just like I say I'm looking into it, you're going to believe your child. I say I'm looking into it and say we make the decision to keep the coach, even though they didn't, but say we were to make the decision to keep the coach. I told you I was looking into it. Now you're saying, well, so you just didn't value anything that my child had to bring up. And it's like, I'm just not going to respond to it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to do something with it, but I might not send you that response just to protect us.
But also, people don't realize what their kids be doing either, though. So at the same time, we could be protecting your kid by not saying anything. So it's a lose-lose situation.
Correct. But they fired the coach. They did the right. As of right now, all of this stuff is alleged. But the fact that they fired the coach lets me know that some of it has.
There's a lot of evidence.
There's enough there that it would look bad, even if it wouldn't to the extent of what everything is being allegedly said. There was enough evidence that it looked to the point where it was like, okay, you are no longer a valuable part of our brand. So
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
true.
But anyway,
True. Correct.
let's move off of that. And move into the other big news this week. Talk about college. Is they officially expanded the NCAA tournament to from 64 teams to 76 teams. Isn't it 76, correct? Or is it 74?
Yes. I thought it was 72.
76.
I thought.
It has to be even, right?
I mean, yeah, it has to be even.
Okay,
And
but
you
I
have-
hate
it,
that
not
idea.
only- it doesn't not only have to be even, but you have to do it in pairs. So if you added one game, you also got to add another game. So it's automatically
Yeah.
we know there's going to be 4 more added. So is it 4 more or 8 more added? I would think it would be 8 more added because I think it'd be kind of pointless to do 4. If you're going to do 4, might as well
Yeah,
do
it's
8.
76.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
expanded from 68 to 76. I was right. I shouldn't have second guessed myself. They expanded it to 76 teams. So essentially, they're not changing the tournament. It still's happening the same weekend, but instead of having the first 4 games, they're having the first 8 games. So there'll be that Tuesday and Wednesday, they'll have 12 games played in that day, which is wild.
My question, brother Jamie, is okay. I have a few questions about this. What was the reasoning? Like, what's the motive for the NCAA?
Money.
Okay. So, with that being said, if money is the motivator, so okay, cool. I don't think NIL should be a problem no more. Then, if NCAA can add more games, because obviously them and the networks will benefit from commercials, advertisements, all that stuff. So I think NIL at this point should be out of the conversation when it comes to expanding. And if they can do it willy nilly.
Okay, I have another question then. With them like making this more financial for them as well, this is more of a business, so to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the NCAA, yes.
Yeah, for the NCAA and the schools in general, because the schools also get a cut of it.
Yeah.
So would you now say like you can transfer whenever you want?
Well, this is where like if they could actually get a
You
student,
can't. It's a business. How are you going to hold me back from a business opportunity?
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you.
If the athletes could actually get a union, then yes, that would happen. But with them rotating every 3 to 4 years, and in basketball every 1 year for most of them, then it would be so hard for you to even have anybody challenge them on that because these athletes are moving so frequently. But I feel like
you can get one in that. If you just get one sport to do it, if you get one sport to do it, the rest will follow.
But you can't
the problem
hit just
is,
one.
though, the problem is, though, people have tried. There's a 30 for 30 on this about the NCAA. The problem is the NCAA has so much money and there's a lot of people in their pockets. You can't just sit there and go against them if you don't have the right people behind you, because there have been people that have tried the NCAA, but it failed because I got money. You know what I'm gonna do is, if I'm an attorney, I'm just gonna prolong it. I'm gonna push it back. We're not sure.
But now with all the NIL,
now that has changed in a sense. Think about the last few athletes that have went against the NCAA because now that these schools can pay. Hey, I'm now paying. So now this athlete is not just someone I need on Saturdays. Like I got way more invested in them than just a scholarship, which again, allegedly we know folks probably get money before then. But still, now that it's on paper that I'm paying you with like the Chambliss at Ole Miss. Well, he's gonna have a lot of Ole Miss lawyers go behind him and back him to make sure that he can play another season for them because they know how much money that brings in. Like that's where the problem that you now are seeing athletes challenge the NCAA a lot more on these rulings and stuff like that. But you're the point where it's like, especially with like this executive order stuff that's coming through, talking about you only can transfer once. That's not going to hold up in anything. You can't because the same thing that you're saying, Jacob. Like you already can't hold people to that because you're not even holding the NCAA to anything like that. So
because that's what at one point though. My point is, well, my question is, what is the purpose of the NCAA?
At this point,
at this point,
I was thinking the same thing.
At this point, not
what's
really.
What's the point of NCAA?
What's the point of the NCAA?
So my thing is, so they had their hands inside these overseeing these institutions for what purpose? I think it's more so of the NCAA's games opposed to these schools. You know, they telling these athletes what they can and can't do. But at the same time, if I'm someone that's on the board Like, let's say I was on a board and I went to Duke. Make up a rule. You can't transfer because you know what I'm saying. Because it helps me out because you bring a lot of money from my alma mater. Why would I want you to leave?
Yeah, but then on the other hand,
anyway, we on a different conversation. We talk about March Madness.
True.
We talk about March Madness.
You're right.
True.
So with March Madness,
right.
though, one question that they brought up, and some people were excited about, but me as a mid-major, I know how, and a fan of a big school, I know how it really is. People are like, they're going to give mid-majors more opportunities. Nope.
Yeah.
They're going to put the big schools in. Auburn would have been in from
Automatic
last year
bids.
and all this kind of stuff.
Automatic bids,
And-
yeah.
And it still kind of frustrates me a little bit because I do wish they would give, especially in basketball, in football and all that. Yes, there are levels to it, and I get it. There's huge differences, but in basketball, I wish they would give some mid majors a little bit more of a chance from time to time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, basketball is just who can hit the ball better than who. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Yes, there's plays and stuff like that, but that's why a lot of times you will see somebody from a smaller school who they not run the same plays and the same style of team that these bigger schools have. But you give the ball in my hand, I'm gonna drop 30 to 40 on you, and you can't stop me. So,
well, the problem with that is though, y'all have to go back to the root of why they're doing this is money.
Yeah.
So, Jamie, you got to think about this. We have to squeeze money out of every school as much as we can. So, if we have someone
Who's
like
going to travel better?
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's really the issue because we want to sell or we want to obtain as much money we can from this. Squeeze it much money as we can. So why in the world would I waste my time with a mid-level school when I know that they don't have the traveling squad as opposed to like a Kentucky or a Duke or Florida or Alabama, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which, Jamie, like I said, from a fan, you want to do that. You think that's right, but that's not the purpose of.
No, I get the money of it. That's why I said, I'm a fan of a mid-major and a Power Four. I know what's really going on. Like I ain't one of those oblivious fans. Like I know what's going on. Like the reason they didn't want Miami, Ohio last year was because Miami, Ohio ain't going to travel like Auburn will. Like let's be real, they're not. And they might have a core group of friends that travel, but they ain't got the hundreds of thousands that
it's not even that. It's
the
just,
millions.
You also another reason why is like because you know that bigger schools they have fans in every state. So if I host it in these states, I'm gonna have more. I have a higher percentage possibility of there being more fans in this state already that don't even have to travel in to come watch them than it would be like a Miami, Ohio. If you do Auburn, Miami, Ohio, you're probably going to have Auburn friends in all 50 states, while Miami, Ohio, you probably have it in Ohio and a couple of border states, if we're being real. So, I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, all right, moving along, staying on the whole basketball topic. We got to talk into these NBA playoffs. I'm watching the Cleveland Piston game right now. Cleveland, hey, they playing some ball today. They playing some ball right now. Right now, they just went into halftime. I think the score is 64 to 48. Ooh. Yeah, okay, cool. 64 to 48.
I just said, way to go, Cleveland, because the way they were talking about Cleveland this week in the media, James Harden woes. James Harden don't look like he could be playing basketball. Donovan Mitchell will never make anything. Like it was like, dang.
And Donovan Mitchell got 20 in the first half. Like they put the graphic up just now. Donovan got 20 in the first half right now.
Too. Hey, and he's also on the list now. With 2,000, the fastest to reach 2,000 playoff points too. I think he's
tied ninth.
No, he's not. They just posted it. And we obviously with the GOAT, LeBron being number one, that's 68 games.
Like there's a lot of people that are third, so technically it's like tied for ninth, right?
I'm giving the man his props, Jacob. God dang, God dang, bro. I'm just giving the man his props, bro. Shit. That's so against a brother, cuz. God, dog.
My bad.
But anyway, Cleveland coming out. But I mean, before this though, they were falling apart in games, and it just didn't look good. So Shout out to them this week. And honestly, like you're saying, way to respond after literally everybody in the media talking dog crap about you. Like just talking straight garbage about you.
Because you have the James Harden, which obviously from his track record, he is the choke artist in the playoffs. He had one of the best teams in OKC choked. Houston
3-1.
choked. Brooklyn choked. So you have the James Harden. But then the thing is, I think the problem is, it's not even James Harden. Well, I'm not gonna say he's not the problem, but the problem in the playoffs now is you got Donovan Mitchell, Spider. That boy a dog.
But you've had better. You've had better, way better.
I know, and I get it. So I see why people will talk shit about them based on what they have playing on the court. And I get it. I would say the same thing. Because it's Detroit, but them boys young. And you expect more out of what they have because Donovan Mitchell is an alleged superstar at this point.
Yeah, but I think really people are starting to see, and like I really believe that this Pistons team is very young, but that's what's so scary about this Pistons team. Cade Cunningham, hey, give him 1 or 2 more years. He gonna surpass Jason Tatum and all them for the best American. Just give him another year because he is balling right now. I mean, balling, averaging what I think 34 and points a game. Like
he's 4 for 14 today.
You've gone back 3-1 on a team. You know how hard it is to come back 3-1 on anybody in any type of series, and so you're so young and one of your first playoff experiences, and you do that. Like I have nothing but respect for Cade Cunningham. Like that joker is balling right now, and Jalen Duren's finally coming around. Tobias Harris is acting like, you know what? I'm him. Like I've always been.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he went backwards in age in this playoff series the way he's balling out right now. So I think this Pistons team is just that good. I don't think it's really a testament against the Cavs. I think they're just running into a team that is just full of just young talent. And they have that one vet who's still playing well in Tobias Harris. But you got Thomas, you got Duren, you got Cunningham. Like, it's just talented. What?
And I do think that...
Let me stop you right there. This Pistons team is not good. They almost got beat by the Magic. Let's not forget.
Hey, Jacob.
Let's not forget.
Hold
on.
You're not going You can't be disrespectful to the Magic.
Also, the Cavs are frauds. Both these teams are frauds. Let's be honest. The East is just full of frauds.
So what's that say about your
team? Jacob, I'll give you that.
My Raptors are trash. I said that. I said we a youngest team.
Jacob,
we need more.
I give you that. I give you that when you say the East. And what's crazy is everybody always says the East is not that competitive compared to the West. I give them that. But we can't sit here and take away from these young guys that are actually balling out. But I do think the problem is though, you know, I'm just going ahead and say it. The anxiety that comes with the pressure of the playoffs, and these young boys don't know how to deal with anxiety and the stress that comes with it because they always been pampered all their lives, and they also just used to winning. But it's a different level of play now. What?
Well, how you just gonna say these dudes be pampered all their lives? Like,
these guys are kids of athletes before. You know what I'm saying? These are middle class.
Yeah,
no.
But what he's saying is like you don't really hear those stories anymore of kids that like I had to walk 6 miles to go play basketball on a basket with no backboard. Most of these kids are coming through the AAU. Like there's a lot. It's a lot different from how it used to be. Is what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a lot. Like it's not. You're not so hungry for it anymore. It's just
everybody's holding their hands. And like the only guy that I can really like. I'm not gonna say only guy. We're not talking about him right now, but I think that's what the issue is with down the playoffs is. You got it's I guess what it is the transition from these vets. The vets that we're used to opposed to these young guys. And also the transition to the NBA, thanks to Stephen Curry, is what can we do to get more views? Scoring. There's lack of defense. It's all about scoring now. And like I said, I give to these so many young guys balling out, man. But at the same time, this shit is just it's just basketball to them. They're not hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like they get $100 million contract for 3 years. Like who the fuck? Come on, bro. I'm getting $100 million in 3 years.
and all guaranteed. That's another thing
all
with basketball. It's all
guaranteed.
guaranteed money. Like you don't. There's not
I
unless you
love
do
that.
something
Look,
crazy.
I love that.
You can't.
I love that for them. I love that for them. I promise you. I'm not talking down about that. But there's like it's just like there's no hunger, bro.
But
So
Evan Mobley, I think the Cavs' biggest problem this whole series is like there's no reason y'all have Jared
James
Allen
Harden.
and Evan Mobley sitting in that big, and you don't. And Detroit does not have a big to match y'all, and you're getting 1 rebound a game. Like that. That's not winning basketball. You got to get hungry on the boards. Evan Mobley, you cannot come out of a game with 1 rebound. And like, I just checked your stats. Like you got 3 now. There's no reason that you and Jared Allen shouldn't be out rebounding like your people on your own team. Like that's really what I think. That's another thing that like this young man's game is there's no team has like a Dennis Rodman or someone like that. Like I think that's what made the Golden State during their run so well. Draymond was just, I'm hungry for that board. I'm going to get that board. I don't care about scoring. I don't care about all that. I'm just going to do the dirty work. That's what's wrong with some of these younger teams is everybody feels like they're a part of the system and nobody wants to do the dirty work anymore. Just like, hey, DeAndre Ayton right now, you should be doing the dirty work right now. You're not. I know you're the number 1 pick. You want to be a scorer. You're not that guy in the NBA. You should be doing the dirty work right now. You got to have dogs. Like that's why Marcus Smart is so well in that series. He does the dirty work. You have to have a vet that can come in and do dirty work. And I think some of these young teams, like, well, I mean, the Cavs, I mean, they're kind of older. So I don't understand why they don't have that dog on the team that just goes in and grabs the boards, gets the steals, gets the defensive plays in. And I think that's the problem that you're running in with a bunch of these teams. You don't have those dogs who just want to do dirty work and don't worry about points.
But Justin, that goes back to the transition to the NBA, thanks to Stephen Curry, is it's all about scoring now. You got centers that are 7 foot that fucking weigh 205 pounds. The fuck are you gonna do with that? What am I doing with that?
Well, it's not even that. It's just, you got centers who are playing at the 3-point line. Like, well, I don't need you at the 3. I think that's what makes Victor so well. Yeah, I know Victor also does play up top and he can score up top. But now, obviously, Victor's 7 foot. But you got to get down low. Like Jokic, if once his shot's not hitting, he gets down low. Like you have to, you can't be a big and always playing it at the wing and the 3 and sitting in the corner. Like you're not a corner shooter. Get down into the post and do something.
So Justin, the last game that the Lakers played in Oklahoma, DeAndre Ayton got 10 rebounds. So you tell me that he needs to be getting more. Is what you're saying?
Easily. That it should be your job. It's not a points thing. Your job is to get rebounds. You get your offense from getting offensive rebounds. You should be. You got to be a dog. Like that's it's an effort. It's an effort thing for rebounds.
Boards will be okay if he dropped 20.
Yes, Ben will be fine if he's dropping.
The first game he got 12 rebounds. Just he got 7 defensive, 5 offensive rebounds. But Justin, at the same time, you have to think about. Did you watch that game, right?
Yes.
Did you not see how can you play the game of a big man knowing that anything you do that is a physical strain, you're gonna get a flat. You're gonna get called for it. How?
We switch it to the Lakers. OKC, is that what we're about to get into right here?
We jumping around. We got to talk about the series we're talking about.
Yeah, let's finish. I mean,
I'm done with the Cavs and Pistons.
You bought the Lakers, bro. So and I'm obviously LeBron.
I was just trying to think of like dogs, like that type of stuff.
No, I got you.
Because I think we all got words about this Lakers, so we can stay in the East for a little bit.
Yeah, let's finish.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
So finishing off the East, the Knicks in complete control. What is it? 3-0 now? Like. Complete control.
Brunson's balling. Brunson is balling. That boy is a dog.
I feel like the 76ers put it all out there to beat the Celtics.
Yeah.
I honestly think I think if Embiid wasn't hurt, they would be fine. But you could tell Embiid took a beating that first series.
Can I say something?
What?
Isn't this always the storyline with Embiid? If Embiid wasn't hurt,
he had his appendix removed. He had his appendix removed.
I understand that. Like most of the time, he has honest excuses. But brother, every time Every time, trust the
He's very
process.
injury-prone.
You're always hurt, so the process is always hurt. So we can never trust it. We've never seen the process healthy, have we?
No.
Wait, the
not
only
really.
time we did, Kawhi put you out.
Yeah, I was about to say his one run, he made it to the whatchamacallit, and then Kawhi put him out. It's
Like,
I agree with Jamie's take. I think it's just I think they put all their energy and mental awareness and stuff into that Celtics game because you never beaten that rival in the playoff series. So I think they put all their eggs in that basket. And then when it came to the Knicks came off of, I mean, they blew out the Atlanta. They come in and they blow y'all out in the first game. And then y'all keep it kind of competitive in the second game.
I honestly think too, though, I don't want to take away from the Knicks. The Knicks are playing really good basketball right now.
Phenomenal.
They're playing
basketball.
really, really good basketball right now because you take away their three, they'll go down low. You take away their going down low, they'll hit you from three. Like they're just playing very, very good complementary basketball right now. So like I don't want to take away from that.
If you ask me right now, like my favorite in the East is going to be the Knicks. I think they just have the complete team. Now, OG getting hurt with his hamstring. Now they're saying he's day to day, but he has the same thing as OKC's Jalen Williams, and you see he's been out for forever. So it's like if he's not in there, I will not pick any team from the East to beat anybody. But if he's playing if they make it to the finals, you know they made it to the Eastern Conference last year, lost to the my Pacers. But if you make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, you're going to face either a young Pistons teams or an up and down Cavs teams. I think they can easily handle either one of those two teams. I don't think the Pistons have enough experience right now to go against a Jalen and a Cat and stuff like that.
I don't think they got the offense.
They don't have the big men to do it.
Well, it's not even that. I don't think they have the offense. The Knicks are out there putting up points. The Pistons haven't put up points.
This world right now.
They're not putting up points. And that's the same thing I feel like with the Cavs right now. I don't think, like, right now with the way they're shooting the ball, they're hot. I don't think they've had a playoff game, if I'm not mistaken, because I've watched, I don't think they've had a playoff game under 100, which isn't crazy to say, but, like, we've seen other series where they're not scoring 100. Like, they're just scoring points right now.
And that's the thing. Like, the Pistons, they have that type of defense. Like, that's a smothering defense. If you have K coming to him and Sir Thompson sitting up in that front court, and they're picking you up 94 feet. Like, it's not like they're picking you up half court. They're picking you up the full extent of the court. And they're so young, they're being able to do that all game long. And then you're bringing in just people off the bench like a Jenkins and a Duncan Robinson and stuff who are just going to emphasize that. And then Tobias Harris really can take a time off on the defense. And so that's why he's so effective on the offense. However, the Knicks will match that energy. And so that, like you're saying, I don't think the Pistons going to be able to score enough to keep up with Jalen Brunson. Score enough to keep up. Now that Miles Bridges got his shot back. Now, Cat's going to give you 18 to 20. So you might get sit there and do something with Cat if you play him a little bit more physical. But then if Cat sits down, you got freaking Mitchell coming off the bench, and he's going to grab you. He can grab you 12 boards by himself. So it's just a lot. What? I'm not going to be disrespectful to these teams because these jokers are balling right now. Like,
do not forget, the Knicks always choke in the most epic fashion. So
but this year is the first year that they have a chance to go.
Do not put them past them to throw this. I can see it. They make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They go up 2-1 and just throw it away. I mean, they did it against the Pacers. They almost did it against the Hawks. Let's be honest. I'm just saying.
No, come on. Okay.
Come on,
I'm just saying. They can easy. Y'all are hyping these teams up way too much, man. These guys can throw it. They can drop it like a bruh.
Jacob. I know Pops has taught you a lot about life. I know he has. I've been there when he told you about some of this stuff. So with that being said, Jacob, almost only counts in horseshoes and grenades, brother.
It's not almost. When's the last time we seen the Knicks in the finals?
I mean, but every year in the year.
You can't tell me I've seen my whole entire life the Knicks being ass
Okay,
Jacob,
all right,
number
wait.
12.
Let's end it right
He
here.
number 12, Jacob.
Let's
He
end
number
the East
12.
conversation right here. Jacob, who do you think? Who are you favoring in coming out of the East right now? Though.
The Knicks.
Okay.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying the whole East is weak. They all trash. The East ain't
What
gonna
are
win
we
it.
talking about? Bro, yo,
The
so
East ain't gonna win it.
You can't say they choke artists, but you
Okay,
your
them being the
favorites.
strong. Okay, them being the strongest contender doesn't mean they can't do it.
All right,
Jacob, shut up, Jacob. Shut up.
Jonathan.
I have a question. Were they the
All right.
strongest contender against the Patriots last year?
No, I
We
didn't
talking
think
about
so.
this year. We talking about this year.
All right,
Stop
Jamie,
talking about last
who you
year.
got coming out the East out of these last 4 teams?
Right now, the Knicks. You
Jonathan.
can't watching the game. The teams. it's
The Knicks. We cannot
So
deny.
we all take the
what we
Knicks.
watching right now.
That's all we need to know.
Thank you. Okay, Jesus Christ, bro. I swear to God,
Anyway.
man, just
Anyway,
Ain't
moving
nobody
on. Moving
smarter
on.
than
Let's move on. Let's move on. We've been talking about them too much. Team we got to talk about too. The Spurs. I got a couple questions. So last night wasn't as egregious, but that game 2, or no, it was game 1. 12 blocks.
Goal
I don't know
team.
if you watched some of them blocks,
8 blocks, 4 goals.
but only 4,
maybe more.
5, 6, maybe 7,
Is
maybe 7.
Wemby getting the goaltend whistle that other people are getting foul whistles for? Where it's like he's so good and it looks so crazy with his arms feeling like that, where I hit it with this arm and then swing this arm and hit the other person at the same time, that he's getting away with goaltend.
Well, not even that. How many of them were coming off the backboard?
Literally
the layups coming off the backboard.
Like, I'm all for you're a great player, but if we just giving out goaltends at the point, I mean, what you supposed to do against that?
And the one last night, everybody's complaining about watching it live. It was close. Watching it in slow-mo, it was 100% a goaltend. But watching it live, it was close. So I get the no call live. But that ball was on its way down when he swatted that man last night.
Well, this is
it was on the way down.
This is another problem that I have. It's like you'll see somebody shoot a mid-range, and he's by the goal. And obviously, we all know he can jump that high to swat it. But like you're saying, Jamie, there's a lot of times people are shooting mid-range, and he's jumping up, but that ball is clearly already at this peak and coming down. Like, I get he's tall enough to get up there, but that's not... You can't just do it just because you're tall enough to get up there. Like, eventually you have to call him on it. Like, you just can't keep letting him swat it.
Yeah. But that series, I mean, Ant and him went at it last night, toe for toe, back and forth, right at each other. That series is a fun series right now. Honestly, it feels like the Spurs are going to win it.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This pertains to the series. Do y'all think Anthony Edwards is the best American basketball player right now?
Yes. No question. American? Easily.
Who's better?
Who's better?
So y'all acting like LeBron from Great Britain or something.
Bro, LeBron is not on. Yeah. LeBron, no. We're talking about right now. We're not talking about overall. Overall, no one's touching LeBron. Like, nobody. But right now, in the current state of basketball, there is no better American basketball player than Anthony Edwards. There's none.
Last time I checked, LeBron outscoring all these youngins.
Okay, on the Lakers.
Last time, no. Last time I checked, this boy man, come on, cuz. Y'all, don't even get me started, because y'all keep playing with LeBron. I don't care the man for it, but the man's still balling.
I mean, bro, you know I'm a LeBron fan.
I mean,
man,
bro. Would you agree to that?
Anthony Edwards dropped 32 points. Like, come on, dog.
LeBron just stopped playing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but...
Y'all but my ass. What are you talking about, bro? Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all literally tripping, cuz.
Do you think Ant's
I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I'd have to think.
Y'all literally tripping, bro.
I think it goes Ant, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, Cade Cunningham.
Well, you can't put Tyrese right now. He's hurt.
It don't
We're talking
matter.
about like right now.
He's still the best, like no question. And then I put LeBron at this point in time.
This crazy, cuz. This
I
crazy.
mean, John, he's not giving that to you every night. Like, I'm not saying LeBron's done falling off, and I would start him on any team. Like, he should take anybody's spot. I'm not saying any of that. But if we're talking about just pure basketball right now, it is Anthony Edwards. I mean, no question. But back to
still talking about the
you're muted. But back to the series.
Back to the series
at hand.
Yeah. Quick inside track.
I think if Anthony Edwards, because I'm keeping on Anthony Edwards, if he's able to pull this off and beat them, and then to go on to play OKC more than likely, and then he does something there, it would be one of the greatest runs to a final that you have ever seen. Because you had to go through Jokic, you had to go through Wemby, and then you had to go through Shai. That would be one of the greatest finals.
If you're saying he's making it to the finals over OKC, you have to add one more person to that.
Hey.
The refs.
Hey,
Wait,
hey, LeBron's about to bring this series back. Y'all know Luka is questionable for today.
They're saying Luka
LeBron?
is supposed to be coming back.
LeBron's about to bring the series back.
I watched LeBron's post interview from the game of the night.
Are we off the Spurs now?
Let's be honest, we got to spend a long time on the Lakers.
I think we talked about the two main parts of the Spurs.
Okay,
for
cool.
school.
Let's go.
We'll get off.
So,
I know it's about to be long.
I watched LeBron's post interview the other day, and they asked him, "What do you think is the problem?" LeBron said, "We have a player that's averaging 30." He initially said 37 or 35, but come to realize that to reality is we have someone that is averaging 33 points a game, 33 points a game, but has not played a playoff game yet. How can you substitute a player that averages or plug in from a player that averages 33 points a game? How I don't understand. You can't. Well, I'm asking my own questions.
No, you're correct. You're correct. Like not having Luka, that's why everybody was shocked they got out of the first round, because you lost so much of your scoring. They thought that was going to be detrimental. They got out of the first round. Realistically, it felt like they were going to win game 2. If he just had somebody else to score.
No, I wouldn't even say that.
They would have won game 1.
I think.
Jamie,
and I can tell you.
Go ahead.
I can tell you when they lost that game. It was the 14-point turnaround in the third quarter when every single time they went down the court, it was a foul. Everyone's like, "Oh look, they could beat them with Shai not on the floor." But it's easy to beat anybody if you're at the free throw line the entire time. And I get what everybody's trying to say with this whole disparity of the play, because I think OKC had 26 to the Lakers 21 or something like that. But it's different when it's not called in consecutive drives. That's what changed the game. The Lakers were up 3. Then they go on a 14-point free throw every single time they go down the court. 14 points from free throws. And then now you're down by 7. Yes, that changes everything about the game. It changes the flow of the game. It changes your rhythm in the game. And then the most outrageous stuff is where people are trying to say, "But you still lost by 18. You're down 6. LeBron gets fouled. It's clear as day he is shooting that ball. He makes it. And you call it on the floor. I've never seen that. I've never seen.
I've seen them give continuation for. I've seen them give continuation for guys who got fouled at the free throw line and went and hit in a layup.
Yes.
He was in the process of shooting.
Early in the game, the Shai foul, and it's like, how is that a foul? And he
gets knocked out on the layup
when he gets
the Chet foul.
The Chet
literally
phantom elbow to the chin.
Bro.
Come on,
bro. His elbow went in his face.
Shai grabbing
Austin Reed's arm.
And it's only a flagrant one. That is malicious.
No,
that was
I thought that
it wasn't even a flagrant.
It was they upgraded it to a flagrant.
Oh, I thought they
upgraded it.
Oh, okay. So I must
Upgraded it
have
to a
stepped out of then because I thought they said they didn't upgrade it.
They upgraded it to a flagrant one.
Or LeBron running downhill and then Alex Caruso just walks all around in there, barely touches him, and then you just give him foul. Like you can't sit there and tell me that this is fun basketball.
And then
to watch.
But it wasn't earlier in the game. The same thing happened, and they gave Shai. They gave the foul to Smart when it was Shai that did that. I was like, he didn't have the ball. He didn't have the ball. He didn't have the right of way no more.
Like
it's crazy, bro.
You know it's bad when after the game the refs, like all the officials, have to get together and talk to your team because one, you disrespected them and apparently said something really horrible to a player because you didn't take him up even after he called you the P word, and then you have to sit there and explain all the calls that you just made to the team. Like
I've never have seen where, and I don't know if y'all remember this point in the game where they called the double foul. OKC fouls a Laker on a shot, but then I wouldn't say 30 seconds, like 5-10 seconds later, Lakers somehow get a foul, and then it's a double foul. To where even the commentators like, I don't know where this other foul came from. Like, where did the double foul come from? And it's like, that's what I'm saying. But like, even I don't know if y'all remember the jump ball. The ref is coming in. He straight up just hollers at Officer Reed. And he's like, well, LeBron had to walk over there and yell at him. And the reason you know that the refs are doing something crazy is in both times where Officer Reed calls him the P word and when LeBron comes over there and hollers at them, neither one of them get a tech. It's not because of their star power. You know they would tech up anybody. You know you had to say something so wild that you know I cannot react because it'll be retaliation if I tech them up for how they just came and talked to me. That should prove everything you need to know about this series. It's insane the amount of grabbing I see Lou Dort do on LeBron James. But if LeBron swipes at a ball, that's a foul. That's a whistle. The way that LeBron gets hit in the head constantly going up for layups. He's just getting rocked and is looking at them like, give me something. I will say this about LeBron, and I agree with JJ Redick. He has the worst whistle for a superstar. Like, he is
it's because they say he's 6'8". He's 6'8", 250.
Started. They won't call it to me unless I flop. I have to exaggerate it.
And
I have
because the one that pisses me off the most was that Chet one. That Chet one where he got, I mean, you would have thought that Joker got literally uppercutted the way he reacted.
But what's crazy is when you watch the replay, he never even came close to his fucking face.
He hit him in
the stomach.
Isn't that a foul? Flopping? Isn't flopping a foul?
It's supposed to be a take. It's supposed to be a take.
Take him up. When you challenge that, you should also be challenged. That should be a take.
This is my question on that one, though. And this is why I think it again. You know the refs are doing something crazy. Is if he truly got elbowed in the face, why didn't they review that for a flagrant?
Thank you.
Because he truly was hit in the face. They should have reviewed it to say, hey, we need to review this because we need to make sure this was a basketball move.
Yep.
Like, because he was hit in the face, but they didn't even review it.
Because they already knew that it wasn't. So that's like, well, I'm not going to sit here and review this knowing that we would have to go against
OKC. They had to reverse it.
It's just
that's what I'm saying.
It's just like when Jalen Williams, when Jalen Williams, that backup center, goes up for the three, and then he sticks that foot out like this after he shoots it, and then it automatic, and then he sticks his foot out, and Luke Kennard still does not touch him, and he goes to the ground, and now it's a 4-point play. It's like, well, yeah. So you're everybody sitting there saying like there's no disparity, but when you're getting 4-point swings from no contact, or you're getting every time you go down, as long as you touch the ground, you're going to get a foul. Then yes, it changes the game. So everybody's sitting there trying to say like the Lakers and everybody's just crying and OKC. Sure, nobody wants to see they're not going to give the calls to the Lakers. They're giving to OKC. Yeah, because they're the ones who are getting all the clicks right now. No, they're getting all the talk right now.
Let's be honest. The reason there really is people are really heated about this is because you see them playing dirty as well. Like you see Jared McKean. You see who was it? Was it Luke Kennard or was it Austin Reeves? He's shooting a three and you see him run into him on purpose.
And there was no review of that because that should have been a flagrant too.
That
Yes.
should have been so. And then you see them ripping their arms, grabbing on jerseys. They're just playing dirty as well, and they're not getting those calls. And it's like, so they get to play dirty and they get calls. How is this fair?
Like,
At
I
Well,
told-
that was like they were saying in the commentary the other night, and they were saying it was the pressure of OKC, the pressure. And I said, no, it's the fact that OKC gets to be physical as they want to be. They get to elbow, they get to hook, they get to do all this. Nothing gets called. So you get frustrated to the point where you go, I'm going to play this way too, but I get called on everything I do and you don't.
Just like I just saw, you see a clip that just went viral where I think it's Stephen Castle for the Spurs in their series, and he is getting. I mean, it looked like one of the funniest comments I saw. It looked like he had 19 in the game of 21, and he just getting everybody just coming and taking licks to try to get the ball away from him. And people are like, but yet folks want to say, okay, she gets whistle, and folks are like, no, that's the basketball we want to watch. We don't want to watch what y'all do. Nobody wants to watch that. That's the difference. You're not going to see that in an OKC game. You will see them do it, but you won't get to see the Lakers getting to play basketball like that. You won't get to see anybody else. So that's what everybody is saying. Like all the OKC fans trying to say, like, oh, look, this should show everybody that it's not just OKC just gets a whistle. No, that proves that OKC gets a whistle because that's the basketball everybody wants to watch. I don't mind if you're getting tagged up a little bit and stuff like that. But when Shai, if you're shooting and then your arms are like this, I don't want to watch that crap, man. I'm not watching theater. I want to watch basketball.
The whole team does it too.
Yes.
It's not like it. Like, let's be honest. Luka, Austin Reeves, they play like that too. But you don't see Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Ayton, like everybody on the team flopping.
It looks like they practice flopping shots. Like when you see Jeremy Kane, where he is laying horizontal because he's trying to shoot a 3-pointer and he's kicking his feet out so he gets hit and he's laying horizontal. Like that's not a shooting foul. That's you. You're just an idiot who just jumped horizontally and hit the floor. But it's just not fun basketball. I hate watching the games because it's not fun.
No, I literally have people at work that I've talked to and like trying to be frustrated about the game because I'm definitely watching it because I'm a LeBron fan, so I'm watching it. And they're like, honestly, I haven't cut it on because I can't watch OKC play basketball. And what's crazy is the league is pushing them so much right now that because it's so bad, if they do make it to a finals,
everybody's going to
that it should be a worry for them. But some people keep saying, I can't watch OKC play basketball.
But Jamie, you know, I think we talked about this before. The NBA is struggling to find their next face when LeBron retires.
I don't think it's
and as of right now, Shai is the only one that has a clean face right now. All the young guys.
No,
but they're making him so hard to be a fan of.
I know. I was
about to say, I know a lot of people my age that don't like.
What's so frustrating is he is so good at basketball. Like he is that good at basketball. You don't have to do all this extra stuff for us to like. And then another reason why he's not going to be marketable, where people are going to like him, is the fact that now after where you get a foul and you go, I don't need it. Come on, bro. Like you're just playing in everybody's face at that point because you know you're going to get it. You know you're going to get it. So you're just trying. I don't need it. Come on, dog. Like it's not fun. Like the fact that he averaging 30-something points, but yet most of the clips you've never seen him doing something just that really crazy. It's every once in a while, but you're averaging 30-something should tell you everything you need to know about him. Because when you pull up Luka, you see the crazy shots. When you pull up LeBron, you see the crazy shots. When you pull up Jason Tatum, it's the crazy shots. But Shai, you don't really see it, except for every once in a while. But yet he averages 34, but yet you never really see him getting highlighted as like the greatest scorer that we've ever seen, which by his statistics, he should be one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen. But you don't respect it because it's 16 of your points coming from the free throw line, but then you really score 14 points. So
it's just, I don't know. It's just frustrating. I think it's more frustrating the fact that it feels like
suspended.
LA is outplaying them.
What'd you say?
To a certain extent.
Didn't y'all say the refs got suspended? The one that at least said it to Austin Reeves.
I think that he's under investigation. Let me see.
And just so y'all know, because I'm still watching this game, The Cavs
Yeah, they
that came
came
back is 79-76.
You mean
Not the
Pistons?
I
Cavs.
mean,
Pistons.
The Pistons.
But because again, the Pistons play great defense, so they can lock you up. Like there's a reason why Orlando was blowing them out that last game, and then in the second half they scored 19 points in the half. Like the Pistons have great defense. I just don't think they had the offense to match up. Because I've already kind of pushed off those two series as to do.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest? I think the Lakers win game 1 if Austin Reeves actually hits the shots.
Yeah, so
I'm like
Jacob,
3-10 at one point.
I wouldn't give you game 1. I think game 2, I would give you.
He only scored 8 in game 1.
I think in game 2, if you could get, I think Rui's the only one that's really stepping up with LeBron. Austin stepped up in game 2, but if you can get Luke Kennard and them to give you that same energy that he gave you in that series 1, which is because
now they're home now. They're home now, so
it's because JJ Redick told Luke Kennard you got to shoot more. But if Luke Kennard goes out there with the same energy that he had in that first round, then he brings that to the second round, I think they have a chance. And you got to think Jared McCain is not about to go 8 for 10 across 2 games. Like that's the whole reason he got traded.
This game 2.
Like,
he did not.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jared McCain's not going to keep doing that, and then you're also not going to have Asia Mitchell dropping 26 and stuff. Like some of these jokers are going to cool off, but in the 2 games where Shai did cool off, you needed to steal one of those because one of those games that when they finally do cool off, Shai's going to drop 40. And
if they can win this game and Luka can come back game 4, they in trouble.
And it's nothing. It's just a hamstring, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a hamstring. That's why it's so hard to come back from. But according to that little corgi, I don't know if y'all know that little corgi that's always picking rounds and stuff. He picked the Thunder to win the first 2, then he picked the Lakers to win the next 2, and then he picked the Thunder, then the Lakers, and then he picks the Lakers to win game 7. So if we're going by the corgi's logic, it's about to turn into a series.
Hey, I'm telling you, if it goes game 7, Lakers are taking it 100%. If it goes game 7, the Lakers are taking it.
Game 7 in OKC.
But yeah, Jacob, it's an OKC though. This is an OKC.
No, I'm telling you, if they go to game 7, the Lakers are taking it 100%.
But what do you think is going to come of that investigation though with the referees? Like I said, they said the crew chief John Goble, along with 2 others, are being accused of biased officiating, of course, from calls through that game. Which obviously, if you watch any of those games, you can understand those calls were very rigged.
They won't ref a playoff series.
They won't probably get the ref in the finals, I would guess.
Yeah.
Which obviously I feel like could be able to, if you have some fair officiating, could affect the games because at this point, okay, damn, we're getting watched, so we can't be either gambling or whatever the hell they might do because it's already known that referees are gambling on the side of these games. It's very well documented.
Crazy.
Even though they're the ones that obviously, like I said, you should never let the games come to the ref decision, but at the same time, it's kind of hard when everything you do something is like, you know what I mean?
What Adam Silver has to come down and say, and you could be just this blunt about it. Nobody's coming to watch Tony Brothers in them. Like no one's coming to watch the refs. So stay out the game. If it gets egregious, yes, get in there and handle it. But every time they go down, I need to at least see 10 drives up and down the court where there's no fouls. That way I could just that way as a watcher, I could just watch basketball. I'm not watching free throws. And that's what has to happen. We watch it's like you go 2 drives, foul. 2 drives, foul. 2 drives, foul. And it's like, this is not fun to watch. It's like there's no pacing to this game.
That's where people forget that they're like the Lakers fell apart. That's where people forget. It's like it wasn't they fell apart. They couldn't get in the rhythm because there was a foul every single game. Like
every single drive.
And that every drive that Shai was off the floor, there was a foul. Like and then you can't do that, and then you drive down because you feel like, all right, now they got 2 free shots. Now I gotta score on this one. So then you have to go a little quicker, especially if they've gotten 6 free throws in a row. Well, yeah, now I might need to pull up and bust a 3 when I didn't need to. And stuff like that. Like it changes the game.
Can we also show that if you also JJ Redick has had pretty good defensive schemes against these teams. Like whenever Kevin Durant was in, he shut him down. Have y'all been seeing the turnovers Shays has been
I
making?
mean, I'm gonna say they're
because
shutting
they've been
Shai
playing
down.
defense?
They're shutting
They're-
Shai
Well, that's
down.
what I'm saying. I'm saying
playing
Shay's going to
very
go
well.
off, and Shay might go off, but I think they have a good scheme where they're exposing Shay scoring a little bit.
They're also saying we're gonna live with your role players out shooting us.
Yeah, I can live with that.
And that's why
but
if Luka was back, they would win.
we would have no issues. But I think that the problem is though, like the issue is, and I say this with any sport, there are no repercussions when you are a referee if you alter a game on your personal behalf. And I think that if it becomes common that these referees are held accountable to a higher stage than they are, then I think you can limit some of the things from happening. But until you actually hold them accountable, and I mean, like, yeah, you can fine them, suspend them. They're still going to come back. But I'm talking about because you have sports betting across many platforms. The FBI obviously has to be involved, and they start going to jail, opposed to just having to get fined and suspended.
Hold up.
Then I think you'll see a reduction in this.
The only reason they won't go to jail is because I don't know if you know this. They're technically considered an entertainment business.
Well, no, that's
So they technically can rig it if they wanted to.
But that's the problem. We said that before. That's the problem. When it's labeled as entertainment, it goes away from authenticating the actual sport.
So that's why they don't really punish the refs, because I feel like sometimes they push for some of this to happen. You know,
There's two things.
True enough.
There's two things that they need to change in the NBA, and I pulled one of them from the NFL. You got to have someone like in New York that can call in and go, "That's not a foul." Like, hey, you got to pick that one up. And yes, you're going to stop the game for like a second, but if foul, and then in 10 seconds later you get something in your ear, hey, that's not a foul. Hey, no foul. And then I'm sure, because then at least that team either gets to keep the ball or they don't get free throws or something like that. Or
you don't have to have them challenge it. We go all through.
Right. We can speed this process up. And after games, refs have to be like the same way you bring the players and the coaches to the mics. You got to bring the refs to the mics. Explain yourself. Explain it. And then you hold them accountability, except for us getting a page memo on a Twitter post saying what they did and why they did it, with no one asking them the questions. Like, you gotta have some accountability to these refs, and that's what I think you have to change. But I mean, we'll see what Game 3 plays out in and stuff like that. But it's very, very egregious, and you saw so many talk shows, like, that's what's leading them on. It's nothing but flopping. It's so bad to watch. It sucks to watch it. I love the Spurs Timberwolves refs. They let them boys play. And it's good basketball. It's so fun to watch them two teams play.
But that's an older ref crew too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a ref crew that's been there for a while, and they're real respected. And
now, Tony Brothers, I don't need to be seeing players holding you back from getting to their coach. We can't have that part. Like, I can't see a ref being held back against a coach. Like, that's kind of wild, Tony. Like, if I give you, Tony, you 60, you can swing with the best of them. But don't be going out to the Timberwolves coach like that. Like, that's kind of crazy.
It's crazy that we know, like, some of the more refs that people think bet on the game by name, like Scott Foster. You knew for a fact that if Chris Paul was playing, he is not winning that game. He's not winning that game. Like, Tony Brothers, there's been times where they talked about, like, Tony Brothers, you know, he be talking to you crazy as well.
Yeah,
and now this other ref, I don't know I know his name, but I can't think of it.
Talking about that black dude?
The black dude.
And he has that real soft looking face.
Yeah.
I think we all know who we're talking about. The fact that we know without me even saying his name.
He as well has been, you know, seen as, like, maybe he's betting. I wonder if you start investigating not their accounts, but like people around them accounts. I wonder.
Yeah,
we see some betting
inside of trading.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. I can't even blame him, because shit, I tell you what, if I was a referee,
we know he couldn't ref LeBron. He couldn't ref LeBron. We know that was
Bro,
for
I'm
a
doing
fact.
everything.
Bro, they look at him on. Damn, come up.
Hey,
He
hey,
dropped
I'm
him.
I saw a
I'm
video.
gonna
Speaking of that, I saw a video.
I'm doing a
Go
FaceTime
ahead.
call. Hey, y'all. The Lakers winning by 10 tonight. And if you don't make no money off of it, that's on you.
Hey, I saw something a video this week, and it made me die laughing because they were talking about Shai, and they said Shai was going for an open layup, and they caught a foul, and they were like, "Wait, there's nobody around. Foul on you!" And it went to the guy watching the game on the couch, and he said, "Foul on me!" Like, oh,
Have y'all seen that old meme?
how it feel? He was like, "Shai made an open layup. Foul on you!" And he was like, "I'm at home."
Have y'all seen that old meme of like the 2018 LeBron of we're LeBron's teammates and we don't do shit. It's
I
like
remember that.
Czechoslovakia, 0 points, 32 minutes.
That will be my last thing. JJ Redick, give Bronny Jake Laravia's minutes. Give it to Bronny. Give it to Theo or somebody. Give it to somebody else because I get sick and tired of that they're coming out there doing 6 turnovers and missing wide open layups, and he keep getting rotational minutes. Take his minutes.
Can I also say something? Vanderbilt, you can't play with a dislocated
Jacob,
pinky,
it
dog.
popped out his skin, dog. It
Oh,
came out
yeah,
the
bro.
skin.
You didn't see that
Oh, I
picture?
thought he just delocated. I thought he just
No.
delocated.
It
This
came-
No, that
located.
just popped out his
It popped
skin.
out his
I didn't know
skin.
that. My bad. My bad.
They had a picture of his bone sticking out his
His bone
hand.
is out.
Jamie, literally, all you can do is just put tape on the shit, bro. Tape your hand up. You can take a ball.
Just think about that ball hitting that every time.
Jamie,
And
you
think
know
of
what
how
you do?
OKC. Think about how OKC played. They're just gonna be holding his pinky the whole
You
game.
know, Brad,
Okay,
that pinky so much.
Jamie,
Hold a
Jamie.
hand.
pain is temporary.
Do you want that
Tape it
ring or do you want that pain? Think
Thank
about
you.
it, bro.
Just tape it up so it
No.
reduces the blood flow.
Hey.
It reduces the blood flow. Give him some Percocet, Perk 30s, and
Hey,
give
give
him a
him
lot
what
of
they did
pain.
Patrick Mahomes.
That's it. Literally, y'all remember that when Patrick Mahomes couldn't even walk off the field, bro?
Man, they
After
gave that man
halftime, that boy was
horse
running on the
steroids.
field. That boy was running on the field after halftime, cuz. So I don't want to hear it. What would Kobe do?
Justin know about
What would Kobe do?
his team. Man,
What would
walking
Kobe
off,
do, bro?
his ankle was to the side.
What would Kobe do, bro? What would Kobe do?
He went in the
What
blue
would Kobe
pit,
do?
horse steroids.
What
Came
would Kobe do?
running.
What would Kobe do, bro?
I promise
What would
y'all.
Kobe do?
I promise y'all. If my bone is out of my hand, y'all kick rocks. Talk about
You a
take
punk
that
ass.
shit
Oh,
up. and come
punk
back.
ass. Oh, punk ass. Man, you
All
make,
right,
make
but-
$20 million
but
a year
for real
talking about some.
At
It's a
this-
finger, bro. What the fuck?
Can I be
Right.
honest?
And guess
You
what?
generate-
Guess what? And with me sitting on that bench, they still gonna pay me my $20 million a year. So
Can I be honest?
remembers to me.
Hey, at this point, Luka, what you doing, dog? My hamstring ain't that hurt, dog. Like, no way. It's not.
I'm talking. What he gonna Spain and get PRP for? And you still sitting out?
Well, allegedly, he went for another reason.
He went to go see that. He went to go see his baby. That'd be. He wouldn't.
Yeah.
But
I want some fucking PRP for us.
Last
PRP for a
day-
hamstring is crazy.
last thing we'll talk about, and we'll talk about this because they just started. WNBA started back. You got to see the first expansion team in Toronto play last night. Really good game. I don't know if any of y'all caught it, but it's a very good game. Canada shows up for this WNBA. They sold out that barn. Like it was packed and it was vibing in there. And then today you got to see Paige and AZ versus Caitlin and Aaliyah. Great game, back and forth game all the way. Now Dallas does take it. Dallas did great in this offseason. Alana Smith coming through. Otis Sims coming through, who was on the Fever last year. So her coming over. I think their whole starting team had over 15 points. Like, I mean, they were balling today. But even the commentators are saying in that game, they've never seen shooting from two teams. Both teams shot over 50% for the entire game. Like, it was just a good game back and forth. But
And the better
Paige
team
and
won.
Dallas did take it over the Indiana Fever for the first
team
game
won.
of the season. But hey, 107, 103 in WNBA, you love to watch that. That was good basketball today.
Hey, I could say my WNBA team's undefeated. Can you?
No, I can't say that. I can't say that.
Damn.
Jacob, how do you feel about the game today?
Don't let him talk about WNBA. Let's keep this positive talk. Don't let him
Yeah,
talk
I
about
actually did watch it, but unfortunately, I had my glasses off, so I couldn't really see. It was really unfortunate. I did catch the end of it though. It was oh my god, that was a flop by Schroeder.
Literally a flop. I'm watching
Oh
it right
my
now. Literally a
god.
flop.
But back to what I was
Yeah.
saying, I was out there watching. I did see they were taking free throws, and then Caitlin Clark had the ball. She was taking it up to, I guess, go tie it. They went into overtime, I'm guessing, right?
No,
'Cause
they
there was
didn't go
only-
to overtime.
Oh yeah, that was
didn't even-
third quarter. That was
Yeah,
third
that was
quarter.
third quarter you're talking about. What happened at the end of the game, they got down to 3, and then got a foul, which should have been a jump ball. Dallas hits 2. They go down, score 2. They end up losing by 3 because there was like 10 seconds left. It came down to the wire, though. Dallas
But
looks like they're going to
ultimately
be strong
better
this
team
year. But, no, I think
Look
the
at that.
real baller is playing tonight. Asia, their debuts tonight. Asia,
The real baller already played today. Played. What are you talking about?
No,
What are
Jamie,
you
no.
talking about? The real baller
No.
plays tonight. LeBron James.
No.
LeBron
The
James.
number one player, Asia Wilson, is playing tonight. Ain't no Paige is better than Asia. Ain't nobody better than Asia. I ain't gonna let that type of talk be happening. Ain't nobody
It's
better than Asia.
crazy. Asia is really in a power couple because she's the best in the WNBA and Bam's the best in the NBA.
All
Guys,
right.
don't you dare. Don't you dare. Hey, you see, Asia said she's going to get 84 this year.
Yeah.
Asia dropped 84 in the W. That would be wild to see. That would
All right.
be wild.
Okay. We're ending this off, right? We're ending it.
Yeah.
We're wrapping up. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me think of a question real quick.
Okay.
$1 million.
$1 million.
You press this button.
Yeah.
What's the lowest number? What is like the highest number you press it where people die?
So if I press
So somebody random
I
dies.
get $1 million, but if I press it, someone random dies.
Mm-hmm. What is the, wait, okay, not just one person. Let's say it's
I ain't
100.
gonna be greedy. I'm gonna say 10 million. I ain't gonna be greedy.
Hey,
You
but what if that
go
random
to 1,000 people.
Hey, Justin, but how would you feel if that random person was your daughter?
Okay, how about this? How about instead of you hitting the button, you have to go kill them?
Come on, bro. You doing too much
Nah, I
now,
ain't
bro.
gonna kill him.
You doing
Now,
too
okay,
much.
I'll
bro,
do that.
man.
If it's $1 million and I press
I would
this
be like,
button,
who's a chomo that's on trial? I'd show up.
No, it's purely random.
it's purely random. But there's out of 3 billion people, right?
8 billion.
Is it 8?
We at 8. 3, brother. We haven't been at 3 in years.
Oh, my fault. Oh, 3 or 4.
I think we almost at 9.
Yeah, okay.
This is
8
one of
million
10
people,
piece. I'm taking a
because
10
you
piece.
know why I'm hitting that button? Because it's very low. That's gonna be someone I know, but there's a good chance it could be someone who's already
I
back.
have a question.
Or
I
it
have
could
a
be someone
question.
who's on death row or
I
death
have a
bed,
question.
and they're about to
Every
die in the
time
next
you-
5 minutes. So I hit
every
that
time
button, they
you-
just got lost 5
Every
minutes.
time you hit it, there's a higher chance it's someone close to you.
For $1 million.
I'm gonna take my $3 million, man. I'm taking my 3.
I'm taking about 5 million. About 5.
It doubles every time. So like the first time,
Oh, it
it's like
doubles?
Nigga, why you keep changing the stipulations?
Wait a
no,
minute.
I'm saying like the
doubles,
chances
brother.
it doubles if it gets closer to you. So at the first time it's like a 0.5% chance. Then the next time it's a 1%. Then it's a 2%. Then it's a 4%.
Oh, then yeah, I'm gonna take about 5 and dip out.
But y'all gonna kill people. That's how y'all feel.
I don't know what I did.
Y'all will kill people for money.
Who's
You
to
don't
say,
know what you did,
who's to
but you
say,
know what you
Jacob,
did.
who's to say the button even represents that I killed somebody? What if it's just showing me someone who was already dying? Then I mean, what if it's a child molester? I ain't gonna feel that bad, Jacob. If it's a child molester and I hit that button, I ain't gonna feel that bad. I mean,
I'm going to call for HR.
yeah, HR just called me too.
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
Hold on. I'll take the HR call right now. Hold on. Hello.
She gonna be so mad that we still recording. Oh, she gonna be bad.
No, we're not recording. We just talking right now.
Justin, I say keep this in.
Am I lying? No, I'm not lying. We already.
We're just talking
Oh
afterwards.
no, he just went to the restroom. That's why he looked. It looked like. Am I lying for him? No. Why would I lie for him? He went to the bathroom. Wait, Nah, his mic was just going green real quick. We didn't see him. I thought he was coming back. I was going to tell him that you just called.
This proves she watched.
Well, all right. When he gets back out, huh? Man, we finished like 20 minutes ago. How long was it? About an hour.
Literally an hour 20.
Hour and
now.
6. An hour and 6. Yeah. Okay, I'll let him know. No problem. Bye. Hey,
Looks
if
like
you
a
still want to
sad
be
person.
married, you better call her. That's all I know.
Well, we had an hour 20, so we could wrap.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's
all
wrap
right.
this thing up. Well, you said you had to cut my question, so we probably had an hour and like 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely cut your question. I gotta cut your question.
But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Yeah.
Deuces.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,